Oh, what is going on, everybody? Don't laugh at me. This is Cooks and Partners here, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Tribulations. We left off. I talk real fast, and we're trying to put this motherfucking God Luke at me in prison.
Because he deserves it. Because he's a murderer.
We're going to do that today. But he's getting away with it because the problem is that we're like, okay, you're lying about the thing of being the thief. Problem is, we don't got no motive.
Which is like the main thing you need.
Yes, so you better give us
I should have read my thing. Oh, well.
I think you read it last time, but yeah, we always do, and then we say next time. So anyways, I'd be honored to, Sir Old Timer.
Oh, God.
They're doing everything they can to make Ron look suspicious.
Yeah.
Despite our lack of hard information, this may be our only chance. We got to get something from this mofo. Motive for murder. There is none, as far as we know. This is the big thing is I don't know how the fuck he's tied to him.
Is it?
He's got to say something that screams to us.
We don't know what it is, let alone have proof for it, which is what we will need. So, like, what?
Because this is what we got to figure out. Because the thing is that, as far as I know, we haven't found anything that ties him.
Ooh, listen to this.
It is a new jam. It's kind of confusing. I don't think I've heard this one before. But maybe it's because we're towards the end of the trial.
I've heard this, but it's a remix of it.
Yeah, but I don't know of a way that we have that explicitly states how he knows frickin' whatever his name is, Kane Bullard. That's it.
Oh yeah,
Kane Billiard.
It's a remix.
I think we've kind of heard it before, but anyways, I look at me, had no points of contact with the victim whatsoever. Kane Bullard decided to investigate Master Mask and simply mistook who he was. It was Mr. Bullard who wrote the blackmail letter and sent it to Ron Delight. And it was again Mr. Bullard who harbored a grudge against Mr. Delight for his betrayal. Mr. Bullard's mistake is quite excusable. The defendant truly believes he is Master Mask. That is why Mr. Delight saw it fit to kill Kane Bullard. Truly a tragedy. Okay.
So the victim, Kane Bullard, blackmailed the defendant?
This is the blackmail letter found in the defendant's apartment.
God dang it.
A handwriting test confirms that Mr. Bullard was indeed the one who wrote the letter. But what? Okay, interesting. I had a theory that was kind of going to be the case. So it is written by Bullard. So the question is how did Luke know about it? Because Luke's the one that first told us about it. That
what's his connection to KB Security is what I want to know.
Who?
Luke's.
That's what we got to figure out.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Begin our cross-examination.
All right. Boom, boom, motive of murder. So,
like, we have nothing that ties him to it except that ring.
Maybe, but the fact is that was sent to Ron.
Yeah.
And we can't tie that ring is connected at all with the red diamond that they were talking about.
But he legit said that it's a red diamond ring, and he said it in dialogue once.
All right. Anyways, let's go ahead and hit the no points of contact with the victim whatsoever.
It's just really bothering me.
Yeah. And who in the world is going to prove that? I will.
Oh, really?
Huh? After doing a thorough background check, Detective Atme and Kane Bullard, we were unable to find any links between them. It's all in the report.
Perhaps they were connected through their work. They were both involved in security.
Nope.
That was blunt.
Yeah. In any case, the only one with a motive was Mr. Delight. All right, Kane Bullard decided to investigate Master Mask and simply mistook who he was. Now, what do you mean by that?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Mistook? Oh, because he's still claiming that he is it? That's right, mistook. From the Old Norse mistaka, meaning to take an error.
Oh my god, what is he, a dictionary?
That wasn't what I meant.
Then who did the victim mistake Master Mask to be?
Why, the answer's obvious. Ron Delight, of course. Boy, I'd like to wipe that smug look off this guy's face.
For real.
Press harder, I don't even care anymore.
Boom!
Why would the victim mistake the defendant for Master Mask? Don't you already know that? Zavari, take a look at this newspaper. I know. That's you.
Oh, that's the famous Tear of Emanon, a magnificent jewel.
That photo shows a magnificent detective as well, does it not?
No.
Furthermore, it also shows an ugly god, namely the defendant.
The defendant?
You know what? That ring is going to come into play because I paid very close attention to which hand that motherfucker held up at the time. And that was his left hand in that picture. I paid real close attention to that. Where's that article again? Where is it? Over here. Because I was like, let me look at that hand. Huh, that's the left hand, all right. And that's what the ring's on.
Notice how he zooms in every time it shows, hey, look at this ring.
So we might have a way to get that at some point, but I don't know when.
And it sparkles on his freaking character thing.
The victim clearly misread this article in Zavari. He got the wrong impression. Okay. The impression that this ugly security guard was in fact Master Mask.
I see.
That wasn't unusually a reasonable deduction.
Yeah, there's Mr. Bode who wrote the blackmail letter and sent it to Ron Delight. Alright. You mean this blackmail letter right here?
It says, bring $50,000.
And the handwriting is, without a doubt, the victim's? There's no mistake. We have an official report to prove it.
But I don't see an addressee on this letter anywhere.
An addressee? This letter was discovered in Ron Delight's apartment. And Mr. Delight did show up at the designated place and time.
Why are you smirking?
The fact that there is no addressee is irrelevant. I wonder.
What's up, Nick?
I just had a thought that maybe that was sent to Luke at me. What if that blackmail letter wasn't meant for Mr. Delight?
Whoa.
That's what I was just thinking.
Do you have any evidence of that?
For some reason, I just can't shake the feeling that there's something not quite right about this blackmail letter.
It's the ring mentioned.
Yeah. Well, everyone, are you quite satisfied? I wonder if I can push that against him. Let me go ahead and save.
Yeah.
I would, because I mean, I guess the biggest thing that points out, and maybe it is already time to push it, is that red diamond.
I'll take that red diamond you received the other day. Yeah.
So, I mean, number one, the question is, what would his true identity be? Unless he seems to think that he's Master Mask.
Like how we did?
Because he keeps getting all of the items potentially. Because what if Luke at me is blackmailing Ron Delight and telling him how to do all these thefts, and then he's the one that's getting all the items in the drop-off box, which is how we'd get the ring and everything else. So let's go ahead and push this. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Mind if I ask you a few questions, Detective Atme?
You're getting all settled in.
Well, if it's just a few, I guess that's all right. When you said this letter was addressed to Ron Delight, I couldn't help but notice one major contradiction. Contradiction? I don't know where walking contradiction like you gets off saying things like that.
Excuse me?
You're one to talk.
For real.
At times like these, men are made to express themselves with their fists.
Okay.
Why don't you show us what you got there, Junior?
Indeed. Time to man up, Mr. Wright.
Okay.
Show us the contradicting
Save
evidence
first.
in the
Oh, fuck.
content of the blackmail letter.
Oh, fuck. I wanted to save first. Shit. Okay, let's take a look at this. If you allow your trying to interfere to the world, come to KB Security at 1 a.m. on October 12th and bring $50,000.
Ooh.
If you don't, I'll take that red diamond you received the other day instead.
Because, like, no one's mentioning that.
But what do we have that contradicts the blackmail letter? What do we have that contradicts that blackmail letter? No.
We don't really have anything.
Ron's testimony. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. That's almost something that can almost make sense, but not quite. It doesn't have a place yet. No. Is this what we're gonna hit? Because that's the picture we can use to point out that the ring's missing.
When's the last time you saved?
I wasn't able to right before this. Last time I saved was when we started.
Oh.
Yeah. No, that doesn't contradict. That doesn't contradict.
Either. That doesn't.
Wait. So if Master Mask doesn't wear a ring, that would be the ring you received the other day instead. Oh my god. Oh, fuck. And these things are not gonna be helpful enough. Do we have anything in the profiles? Alright, what does it say about you? Has knowledge of the fact Flash Thief who steals the same color before lights. Fuck, I don't. Oh, whoops. All right. The only two things I can think to push.
We jumped into the ocean without an air tank.
Well, I mean, I was halfway right. I just didn't know I had to find the contradiction later on. Okay. I've got no idea.
Do we just go for the newspaper?
Oh, God, thank you. Okay, so it is. Okay, I thought it was...
Oops.
Thought I was going too far on that one.
Jesus.
Okay, take a good look at this newspaper clipping. It contains a picture of the Tear of Emanon, the stolen jewel.
What about it?
The problem is this jewel's color. Hey, the Tear of Emanon's blue.
Yeah.
I didn't even think too much about that. Color? I'm not for discussing color myself. According to the clipping, the color of the stolen jewel was blue. However, in the blackmail letter, a totally different jewel is mentioned. I'll take that red diamond you received the other day.
Red?
I never even thought about it that way.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
The red diamond described in the blackmail letter is not the Tear of Emanon that Master Mask stole at all. Ah, fuck, here we go. And your point is, Mr. Trite? So you're trying to say that this blackmail letter was intended for someone else?
Yes.
That is what you're trying to say, right, Trite?
That is what you're trying to say, mate, Mr. Wright.
Well, that is what you're trying to say, right, Nick?
Yes.
Jesus.
This Campbell was actually blackmailing. I mean, well, this one we've come to the conclusion on.
Boom.
Naturally, it was you, Detective Atme.
Ooh, he's sweating.
Do you have some sort of basis for that claim? You've been personally involved in every single Master Mask case.
Yep.
And in the last case, you recovered what was stolen.
Yep.
And received a jewel.
Yep.
As your reward. A jewel?
He's like, oh, fuck.
Probably the one wrapped conspicuously around your finger. That red diamond ring. That is the diamond referred to in this letter. Which means that Kane Bullard wrote the letter in order to blackmail you. That's it, little bitch. Right.
Order in the court. Order.
Oh. It seems you've gone too far with the childish pranks, Mr. Trite. Uh-oh. I don't like the way he said that.
Yeah.
Kane Bullard blackmailing Luke at me. Are you for real?
Yes.
Yeah, I am.
Nick, come on, stand up to him.
Then answer me this. The blackmail letter contains the following passage. If you don't want your identity revealed to the world...
Yes, it certainly does.
Kane Bullard threatened to make Luke Acme's identity public knowledge. An identity he wanted to keep a secret. So just what was that identity?
The fact that he was a fake detective? I don't know.
Acme killed Kane Bullard because he was afraid of his secret becoming known. What was the identity he wanted to keep secret?
This is what it all comes down to, Nick.
The identity that Luke Acme wanted to so desperately keep was... Alright, I can save fucking loud-ass cars in the background. So, okay, which of these is the most likely of the three? An ace detective. Potentially. Mm-hmm. Master Mask. Unless he thought that he was Master Mask, but that wouldn't make sense.
Because he was there at every single thing. Like, maybe he assumed what we did?
Maybe, but... No, because I don't...
But that's contradicting our whole goal here.
No, I think I think here that they were tied together, because I think Luke Acme was helping recover the items to give to Kane Bullard, and then Kane would repay Master Mask with a little bit of a bump in return. Just like how they're repaying Ron Delight.
So an ace detective?
Or a black... I'm gonna go...
Did you save?
I did save, yeah.
Okay.
I can go ahead and save again
Let's
just because I have short-term memory loss. We'll try Ace Detective. Could be entirely wrong.
Yeah.
But if not, my next one would be a blackmailer. But that wouldn't make sense.
No, because he's not...
But Luke was blackmailing Ron Delight over and over again over the stuff.
Well,
so there's potential. We'll go with Ace Detective and then blackmailer. That's what makes sense to me in most cases. Luke Acme was an ace detective. Thank you for the kind introduction. I am Luke Atby, as detective. One embodies the nefarious forces of darkness, the other in the angelic cherubs of light.
I am completely lost. Someone get me a translator. But anyway, everyone, woof.
Yeah, I figured.
Everyone already knows.
Yeah, you're an ace detective. God damn it. Okay, never mind. All right, so I'm going to go with a blackmailer. Because I don't think he would really think he's Master Mask. So that's my next option here. Table slam. Luke Atby was a blackmailer.
Oh.
There we are. We're on to it now. Hey now. You're a rock star.
No! I was like, please no, please no,
Get your
please
game
no.
on.
Stop.
Isn't that a little different from what you've been saying? You said that Kane Buller was the one blackmailing Luke Atby. You saying that Atby was blackmailing someone else on top of that?
You have to admit, that does sound a little odd.
Except we have the evidence for it now, so it actually does make complete sense. It's not odd. It's the only thing that makes any sense. Kane Buller is blackmailing Luke Atby. But Rondalite was also being blackmailed by a certain someone.
Yeah,
so did you start receiving
many
blackmail letters after this
letters.
incident? Yes, just a few days after the Tear of Emanon heist. After that, I started getting the plans in the mail. I received plans from some very kind person, incredibly detailed plans.
Detailed plans? In which case, that would mean that Rondalite was actually Master Mask.
That is what we are claiming. Someone else came up with the plans and had Mr. Delight steal his targets for him. And that someone was none other than Luke Atby. Shh! Silence! I kill you! That's an old joke.
Yeah, it is.
Anyways, I'm gonna age myself. Now I see. It's all becoming clear. But what is? When you were in grade school, you received the same report card every year. Careless with the tendency to jump to conclusions. Am I wrong? How did you... Wow, okay. You say that I Luke Atby was blackmailing Rondalite? In which case, I would naturally know all about his relation to Master Mask. Well, yes.
Yeah.
Rondalite started receiving plans from his second crime onward, correct? Which means I don't know his identity when he committed the first crime.
Good point. You certainly couldn't have blackmailed him otherwise.
Oh. Coffee. In that case, let's see some hot, bitter evidence. No, I can't say no. Oh, fuck. They beat me to it. Fuck.
Oh, you're
right.
not gonna read his line.
During the first crime, how did Luke Atby know that Rondalite was Master Mask?
There you go.
All right, where do I have the thing that he found the costume? He found the spare costume. Where do I have that in the evidence? For Master Mask's second heist on, he was stealing as directed by blackmail letters. Buzzer found table to crime.
Well, no, Ron told us while he was in detention that he found the costume.
I know, but we need to find a piece. That's the only thing we have that can prove that Rondalite, that Luke Atby knew.
The
about
brooch,
Rondalite.
maybe?
No, because he found the whole costume. The only thing I'm thinking of is to point out the trash can in the picture. If I don't have anything that says how we
But
found
no, he
it.
said he hid it in a bucket or something, remember?
I thought he said a trash can, or a bucket nearby would be a trash can in that alley. But let me see if I have anything in. Let me see. See if found inside a safe. Fucking.
But
All right. You have security over there. Rondalite's wife claims he's his Master Mask. He's the whoever gave you security. Is that not his Master Mask?
did we save?
No, I didn't get to. That's the problem.
Oh.
So if we get this wrong, we're gonna get hit. All right, nothing in here. So going from left to right doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Right?
Oh, that.
No. No, we don't have that. That wouldn't prove that he knew of his identity.
No, I mean, because he designed the card after the brooch that he took from him.
Well, no,
so
that's Master Mask's card.
Well, then what about the brooch?
We don't have anything that says, because that could be tied to anything else.
But, like, we
We need-
haven't really used
The
it
key word
much.
is during the first crime. During the first crime, how did Luke Atby know that Rondalite was Master Mask? So I don't see anything that really goes back aside from that newspaper clipping.
Yeah, we'll have to go with it. Nothing else works.
I think I see it. Yes! Okay, I'm gonna have to point out the trash can in this, but I think I see it. See what? When you were in grade school, you received the same report card every year.
Oh, here he goes with shade.
Gets in lots of mischief trying to be the center of attention.
What do you mean?
This newspaper clipping. It has a picture of you and Ron Delight in his guard uniform. Seems that Master Mass didn't just disappear in that's right, because he took off his costume.
Yeah,
so you can
and
point
he
that out.
changed into that.
Yeah, it seems that Master Mass didn't just disappear into thin air. He just took off his outfit and hid it in a bucket.
Told you it was a bucket.
Okay, they say bucket.
That sounds far too stupid to be true.
Correct. With tricks like that, he couldn't fool a baby, let alone an ace detective. And that's when you figured it out, Mr. Atme. That's when you learned that under his mask, Master Mask was really Ron Delight.
Get him off.
What the?
Was he supposed to be an ace detective?
Not only that, it looks like he wasn't even an ace detective.
I can't believe it. He was just a slimy blackmailer.
What a fraud trying to pass his evidence.
Why, how dare you expose me like that?
Huh.
Why, I mean, I never blackmailed anyone before in my life. I am a famous and proud ace detective, and I am also Master Mask.
Wow.
Why could you just understand that?
Nope. I'm afraid you are neither a proud thief nor an ace detective. You're a blackmailer and a murderer.
Oh, damn.
That is your true identity.
Why you? How dare you even dare play that I'm so survived?
Oh, God.
They also got foolish officers. I say you're not even compared to a genius. You're really just so go on.
Is he speaking in tongues now?
He just said he was gonna get away with. It's enough to make me laugh. He just said the whole blackmail and murder thing just there. You okay, buddy?
It would seem we finally arrived at the real answer.
That was quite a performance by Mr. Atme.
Hey, you're goddamn right
He
about
was
that one.
trying to freaking pull an exorcist move in this.
Bailiff, please prepare to sell from Mr. Atme.
Oh fuck. Yeah, he's gonna cut it short. I had a feeling.
Why is he smirking? I don't trust that.
Because we still gotta pull out proof. I'm going to assume.
Where's your proof?
The hammer that strikes too fast has no time to aim.
God damn. What do you mean?
There's my music.
I'm already prepared
Here we
for
go.
it.
I didn't
Allow
get
me
to
to
finish
say
reading.
one thing. Oh, sorry. I thought it did finish.
No.
Sorry.
There was
I
another line.
will be the one to judge.
You don't get much more in your face than that.
It appears that your claws weren't quite sharp enough, Mr. Trite.
You keep turning into Gumshoe.
What do you... I don't... It's true that you've proven a lot of things. Things like Luke Atme was a filthy blackmailer. And that he wasn't at Lordly Tale the night of the murder. That's right. That's why he's the one who killed Mr. Book. But... oh, yeah. There's still one thing you've yet to prove.
What's that?
Just because he wasn't at the warehouse doesn't mean he was at the murder scene. Therefore, if you can't prove that this pitiful excuse for a man was at KB security, then I don't see how a verdict can be delivered. No way, man. You old bitch.
Order in the court. Well, Mr. Wright.
This is it. This is the final round. I've got to prove that Atme was at. I hear that music. You're not gonna fucking get me again, motherfuckers. All right, there we go. Got to prove that Atme was at Mr. Bullard's office on that night.
But can you really prove that?
That's long enough, Mr. Trite. I want to hear your answer.
Since there were no fingerprints on the button and Luke Atme wears gloves. Maybe that's how?
Oh, fuck. Ooh, fuck.
Why did we say you can't prove it?
We have to be very cautious with this. Because do we really have anything that proves that he was there? We can say anything, so like that thing with the button, that's just a lack of evidence. Because we don't have his fingerprints or anything there.
Because he wears gloves.
But still, once again, we don't have anything that actually places him there. It could have been anyone with gloves. We can't prove that it was him. If I say can prove it...
But we already have motive for murdering him, though.
The defense can prove it. With evidence.
Are you sure?
Ha! Don't you worry. I'll watch over you as you break down and fall to pieces.
Well then, let's see this proof. Proof that Luke Atme was at KB security that night.
All right. I don't have anything. We don't have anything. That we got to use that at some point, but I can't use that yet. That doesn't prove anything about Luke at me.
No.
This is all old stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
That's my best guess. Whew.
I'll roll with it. This is the proof.
Ah, dang it.
It's true. This is very important. However, I'm not so foolish as to think there will be a patch for this evidence.
Mr. Trite, it's time you learn the true flavor of life.
Oh,
Fuck. The flavor of my special Godot blend number 49. Ow.
poor Phoenix.
Well, Mr. Wright,
It's bitter. Very bitter. Oh.
Come on, Nick. Don't give up now.
What do I do? If I make a mistake here, it's over. Okay, I think we have to go. Since we saved,
Do you
I'm
want to
gonna.
load? So we get
Well, I
those
mean-
back?
I'll go ahead, but I think I do have to say, because there's times before we've had to go that we don't have substantial evidence yet. I can't prove it.
just as I thought.
Everyone's like, oh fuck. But if we hear more of Detective Atmey's testimony,
Really?
I told you. Unfortunately, that's as far as you go, Mr. Trite. But what do you mean?
What do you mean?
I won't allow for any more testimony. That's what I mean.
You mean you won't allow?
What? Have you forgotten? Luke Atmey is here after we interrupted his own trial, and you have failed to prove that he committed the murder. I think it's time for this witness to return to his own trial and face his guilty verdict as mask to mask. No! Well now, Sir Lawyer, it seems that loved one's out in the end after all. Atmey's detective as well as mask to mask. My verdict will verify that. Just as Rhonda Lights will verify that he is the true murderer. I declare that with the full force of my ace detectiveness.
Jesus.
We need to stop
Christ.
this now, please. We need to stop this. Need to put a stop to this.
Order in the court. That's enough deliberation over this witness.
I can't believe this. At this rate, Ron is...
Don't give up now, Nick. We still have tomorrow. We can look for more evidence and...
By then, it'll be too late.
Huh? Why?
He's getting his verdict, you little dum-dum. Haven't you listened to that 17 times?
Excuse me.
Double jeopardy.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
One of the basic rules of any court of law.
Double jeopardy.
That's you.
Is Alex back here?
Should the defendant be tried and found innocent in court, that defendant cannot be tried again for the same crime. It is a fundamental rule of all courts, and it applies to this witness as much as it applies to anyone else.
Mr. Atmey will be found guilty in a matter of minutes. Guilty as mask to mask, which means...
He will be innocent as far as the murder of Kane Bullard is concerned.
No way.
The fact that you were unable to prove Mr. Atmey's guilt of that crime here means that you will never again be tried as Kane Bullard's murderer.
It actually... Oh, we haven't seen that in a while.
Now there's nothing I can possibly do to win. Even if Ron is proclaimed to be innocent, the real killer, Luke Atmey, will go free.
You have cross-examined every statement the witness has made here today. As long as there is no more testimony, I'm afraid I have to declare that there will be no further questioning of this witness. Are there any objections?
Yes.
It's like, how are we gonna... What
So
are we
many.
gonna object with, though?
Thought so.
Jesus.
Then I hereby end the cross-examination of Luke Atmey.
Whoa.
Ooh, what? That sounded like...
I think that might have been a Mia flashback. Or a Mia
Really?
flash forward. Because we haven't heard the lady speak at all. She hasn't done anything. You know, her wife. So,
But it kind of sounded like Francesca.
no, she's out in another country.
I know, but like, what if she just popped in? I don't know.
I doubt it. So I think that's Mia.
Yeah, because it did sound like her.
Roll with it.
I think I see it. Your Honor, when you were a child, this is what was on your report card every year. Has poor here? Yeah, I don't know what this is.
Oh God.
This is not a flashback.
No, it's not a flashback. I'm saying she's taking over Maya again.
Oh, really?
That's what I think. She does that in times like this.
Yeah. Has poor hearing and often makes mistakes as a result. Watch me, right?
Yeah.
How did you?
Phoenix, raise your head up high. Have you forgotten what I used to tell you? A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. Yep,
Told
that
ya.
is her.
That voice. No way.
Yep, there she
Hey!
is. Long time no see, Phoenix.
Sup, baby? Mamma Mia. I used that joke like 17
You
times
do.
by now. Anyways, we're gonna see what Mia has to say next time.
Ooh.